consistency have access to him. If there is anyone who's enthusiastic, if there's anyone who has unshakable faith in the judiciary, if there's anyone who has amazing and monstrous confidence that the courts will do right, it is Peter Gregory. He hasn't lost faith in the fact that the mandate that the Nigerian people gave to him on the February the 25th will be returned to him. Not an ounce of doubt. And Steve, as a leading obedient, for me, not an ounce of doubt. For millions of Nigerians in the diaspora and at home, not an ounce of doubt. We believe that the judiciary will do right. We believe that the Constitution will be upheld. We believe that May 29th is not sacrosanct because the judiciary will wake up to the realities of the provision of Section 135, sub 1 of the Constitution and determine whether the man who INEC selected to be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was validly elected. Our democracy must grow better than it is today. And we, Steve, with all sense of respect, I was one of those who struggled, and you know that. As a 22-year-old, I was involved in the Hope 92 campaign in 1993. Steve, I was one of those detained several times in the battle for the actualization of June 12. I've consistently remained on this course. Steve, I believe that the battles that we fought, I believe that the battles that took the life of Chima Obani, several young boys and young girls in the desire for a new Nigeria will not be in vain. Steve, I believe that the call of the obedience for a new Nigeria, where leadership is responsible and responsive to the people, will not be like the wait for Godot. Steve, I believe that a new Nigeria is in the horizon, and I believe that the judiciary will do right. And my faith is not outlandish. My faith is rooted in that inimitable quote of James Russell Lowell, who said, and I quote him, "Truth on the scaffold, falsehood on the throne. That same truth sways the future. For behind the dim unknown standeth God in the shadows, keeping watch over his own." Truth forever on the scaffold. No matter how you hold it down, it will come up. It will overtake falsehood. Our battle is a battle of light over darkness, truth over falsehood, hate over love. And you know what? All over the country, across Nigerians in diaspora, there's a dim unknown. Like you stated, 29th of May is just next door. And people are asking themselves, what will happen with our mandate? Will this man be sworn in on the 29th? And I said to you, Steve, and to Nigerians who are listening to me, behind the dim unknown standeth God, keeping watch over Nigerians, understanding that the time for a new day and a new deal is now. The time for a new republic is now. The time for a new tendency in governance is now. The time for a watchman who is responsible and responsive to the people is now. And Steve, nothing can stop it. So Peter Gregory is not in doubt about the moral. And the obedience across the world are not in the doubts in any modicum, any way about the moral. I am confident that something will give because the learned justices at different strata, the court tomorrow, the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, and the Supreme Court will do what is right, because the time to take our country out of the jangling discord of inanity, disease, decay, despondency, and want is now.